Well, hey there everyone, this is Cade here, and today I am making a video about angels for my Religion 3 class. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what exactly is an angel? An angel is a spiritual being which can be found in Hebrew Bibles as well as Christian Bibles. The Quran also mentions angels, but I will be mainly focusing on Christian angels today. Now in Christianity, there is a hierarchy of angels which was made by Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite in the 4th or 5th century. Also during this time, many other schemes were proposed, but overall the theory set forth by this man was the most widely accepted. The main mission of Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite was to create an order of 3 hierarchies, spheres or triads of angels, with each hierarchy containing 3 orders or choirs. Within the first sphere, you have seraphim, cherubim, and thrones. Seraphims serve as the caretakers of heaven and the continuous praisers of God. These angels were first mentioned in Isaiah chapter 6 verses 1 through 7, and this is also where we find out that they have a total of 6 wings and produce an incredibly bright light by which other beings besides God cannot actually witness what they look like. Next up, we have cherubim. Cherubim are the next highest beings within the first sphere and are mostly talked about in Ezekiel chapter 1 verses 1 through 17. Cherubims are said to have 4 faces, one of a man, a lion, an ox, and of an eagle. The rest of their body is covered with eyes and closely resembles fire. They have 4 wings, 2 of which touch one another and the other 2 cover their body. They also have straight legs with cow hooves for their feet. At the end of their wings, they have hands as well. And finally, their wings always go straight forward and never move. It is said that if you were to look at them, that it would be like looking at a wheel within a wheel, almost like a modern-day helicopter. Cherubim's function is to be the overall guards for God. They are all-seeing creatures, which even helped protect the Garden of Eden from Adam and Eve re-entering it once they ate the cursed fruit. In our modern-day society, however, we often think of cherubims as cute little angels that closely resemble babies. These angels are actually called putti and are often viewed as being profane and very sacrilegious. Lastly, within the first sphere, we have throne angels. In the picture, if you look towards the left, you'll see a wheel encased in flames. That is actually what a throne angel is said to look like. Throne angels are living symbols of God's justice and authority, and are also viewed to be highly celestial beings. Not much is known of them, but it is said that they are closely connected with cherubim, as seen in Ezekiel chapter 10 verses 17, which says, "When they moved, the others moved. When they stopped, the others stopped. When they rose from the earth, the wheels rose along with them. For the spirit of the living creatures, cherubim, was in the wheels." Next up, we have the second sphere of angels, which work as the heavenly governors. These include dominions, virtues, and powers. Dominions are presented as being lordships, who regulate the duties of all the lower angels. It is extremely rare for any human being to ever witness one of these angels, and they are often believed to look like beautiful human beings with a pair of feathered wings, which is often how we view most angels. However, they can be distinguished from the other groups of angels because they wield orbs of light fastened to the heads of their scepters, or onto the handles of their swords. Virtues are the next kind of angel. The virtue's main responsibility is to supervise the movements of the heavenly body and to make sure that the universe is in order. According to Pseudo-Dionysius the Areopagite's book, De Coelestia Hierarchia, these beings are grouped with the throne angels, but they are not the same thing. There is also a passage from the aforementioned book about virtues. The name of the holy virtue signifies a certain powerful and unshakable vitality welling forth into their godlike energies, not being weak and feeble for any reception of the divine illuminations granted to it, mounting upwards in fullness of power to an assimilation with God, never falling away from the divine life, though its own weakness, but ascending unwaveringly to the super-essential virtue, which is the source of virtue, fashioning itself, as far as it may seem, in virtue, perfectly turned towards the source of virtue, and flowing forth providentially to those below it, abundantly filling them with virtue. Last up, we have the powers. Powers appear to work together with the principalities in order to maintain a power and authority within the universe. Powers are also the keepers of history and are actually warrior angels, created to be 100% loyal to God. Most people believe that unlike the 1/3 of the angel population that fell from grace, that these angels did not actually fall from grace. Lastly, we have the third sphere of angels, who function as heavenly messengers and also soldiers for God. These include the principalities, archangels, and normal angels. First up, we have principalities. Principalities appear to cooperate with the powers to establish peace. They are often represented wearing a crown and also carrying around a scepter. They are said to have duties including carrying orders given to them by dominions, giving Earth various blessings, overseeing groups of people, and they are also the educators and guardians of Earth. They are also said to inspire humans to perform art, science, and various other things. Next up, we have one of the most famous angels in the hierarchy, which are known as archangels. Archangel means chief angel, and is derived from the Greek word for first in power or rank, and the Greek word for messenger. Interestingly enough, according to the Bible, there is only one archangel, and his name is Michael. It is under debate whether or not Gabriel is also an archangel, but most people believe that he is. Within the Catholic book of Tobit, they also mention another archangel who goes by the name of Raphael, but Reformed Christians and Baptists do not believe in this. There is also one last final archangel, Uriel, who plays a prominent role in the Anglican and Russian Orthodox Bibles. Again, it is not known whether or not he is actually a part of the archangels, but it is assumed that he is. Finally, we have angels. Angels are actually the lowest order of the angels, but are the most recognized out of the bunch. They are usually concerned with living creatures and are messengers to mankind. Well, I hope you found this video informative about angels, and this is Cade signing off.